Hello everyone, Dead Spikes here. Today I am making another build video. A lot of people have been asking me to make my build. I have been running a lot. I've fell in love with this Heartstealer build that I tried just casually, and it's pretty awesome for mobbing. So if you've never watched one of my build videos, I'll basically be showing some gameplay to try to persuade you to use this build, and then in the end I will go over all the attributes of the build that I use and why I use them. If this is not the first video you have watched of mine, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. That way you know when I make my next video. Let's get into it. Alright, here we are in high block halls. Showing off this build a little bit here. This is one of the heaviest ad areas I would say in the game. I am on Apocalypse 6, max difficulty. Just showcasing some Heartstealer gameplay. I wasn't too fond of Claymores when I first used them in this game, but after I got a really good one, which is what I'm using right now, I have to say I think they're a lot of fun to play with, and probably my favorite weapon lately. Just it's really nice with all that range and how hard they hit. You can one-shot some like really tough enemies. Great. I'll have to showcase the clip where I got max damage of this as well. I'll make sure to do that. All right. It even has decent attack speed to be able to handle these mobs, as you can see. I mean, this is more on solo play. It might perform differently on group play, you would say, but I think it does pretty good on both. When I was playing group play with some friends with this thing, it was doing quite well. It's also giving me that sustainment. As you can see, I'm staying pretty close to max health here, which is nice. When it hits that crit, oh, it's so good. Feels so good to see those big numbers pop out on little enemies. Now we are at the Desert Temple to showcase this build. This is where I've been using this build mostly because I keep trying to get Wither armor because I'm trying to make a nice soul build. And it works really well here as well. Just decimating enchanted enemies, mobs, anything you got. That harp crossbow gave me that extra range on these really annoying archers here. Just two-shotting those summoners. Just crazy. We got some enchanted guys here. Just absolutely decimated them. Enchanted spiders over here. Wow. Just hits so hard. One shots most mobs, and even the enchanted is like 3 to 4 hits. Pretty great. Let's show a little bit more gameplay and then we'll go over the build. All right, more mobs over here and then we'll finish her off. Just a harp crossbow basically showcase as well. All right, now let's go over the build. Now here I'm going to showcase the heaviest hit I have gotten with this Heartstealer. It's definitely not the highest hit in the game, but with the rolls that I got, this is the heaviest hit I was able to hit. 309,000. All right, so now it's time to go over the build. We're running the Heartstealer. On our Heartstealer, we have critical hit, sharpness. This is the best rolls, I think, for mobbing with this Heartstealer. The Heartstealer has leeching built in, which is giving me that sustainment whenever I kill things, which obviously I kill things a lot. Sadly, unique traits only give you tier 1, so I'm only getting like 3% health back from mobs, but it still works pretty good. This crit sharp is just adding super power to this Heartstealer, making it one-shot most things. That's kind of it. I got this from the mushroom boss. If you were curious, just farming levels, I happened to get this. I'm running the Renegade armor with most of my builds. I got cooldown, protection, gravity pulse. Best roll I would say is cooldown, cowardice, and gravity pulse would be really good for this. Or cooldown, cowardice, frenzied would also be very good for this. But I suggest the Renegade armor since it gives a attack speed and a weapon damage. I'm running the harp crossbow for my last video just because it adds a lot of damage to this build. And then for my artifacts, I'm running double mushroom firework. I always love running double mushroom. That way I can always have my mushroom up as long as I have one cooldown on my armor. If I hit my buttons correctly and I pay attention, I will have 100% uptime of death cap mushroom with just one cooldown on my armor. You can make it even faster with 2 or 3 cooldowns. You can use just one death cap mushroom, but that's asking for quite a bit since I'm trying to use Renegade. So the double mushroom with the Renegade with cooldown is just amazing. I always have uptime to get that attack speed up, which Claymores definitely need. Well, every weapon definitely needs it in my opinion, but Claymores are very slow, so this is helping me hit quicker. This is definitely not the hardest hit in the game possible. I have done the math and I do believe it is possible to hit over 1 million, but you need some perfect rolls. We're working on it. It might take around a week for me to actually get the footage for it, but I do believe 1 million hit is possible. That'll do it for this. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you have not yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you can see my new builds and tutorials when they come out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Bikes out.